Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Plague Inc. Evolved, the early access Windows version of Plague Inc., the popular cell phone game. Now, last episode we played with the brutal cheats that we had unlocked, and sadly the wind in our sails was knocked out just a little bit because we did find, after playing the game 3 times, it does not unlock any of the genes, nor does it give you a extra symbol for next to your plague, which gives all indication that it won't unlock the shuffle strain and the lucky dip strain, which requires completing all diseases on Mega Brutal to unlock. So all of that kind of gets put on the back burner. I'm not sure if we'll ever bother to spend the time to try and get Shuffle Strain or Lucky Dip Strain unlocked. I don't even know particularly what those are, but we've got other things to focus on. So I'm refocusing now. We're going to put our efforts into unlocking Necrovirus and Simian Flu Virus genetic modifications until we have all of those unlocked. And we're going to continue down the alternating path of finishing up these scenarios. So today we do the Ice Age. Solar variation reduces the amount of radiation emitted by the sun, triggering a minor ice age and lowering the global surface temperature by more than 5 degrees Celsius, as well as triggering other climate change events. Is hell freezing up? So global warming increased it by 6 degrees. Ice age only lowers it by 5. Interesting. But even that small of a shift is going to be fine. Well, I'm going to try something here. We're going to play as the Simian Flu and see if we can unlock a scenario. Both finish the scenario and do all of that. Unlock a gene modification and do the scenario. Let's see, what do I want to call an ice age? Let's see, snow cones. Why not? The terrible disease of snow cones, which I can only assume makes your head pointy. If everything's gonna be colder, then it's gonna focus on a cold area. So let's start in Russia. Why not? We are doing a very strange thing here. I normally wouldn't be playing the Simian virus. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle trying to figure out what we want to do. I think the first thing we want to do, however, is get the 15 DNA so we can start evolving the apes. Last time I did the Simian Flu, I glitched something and broke it, so I couldn't even see the numbers down here because I was using several cheats that gave me enough DNA to change enough things, I suppose, too fast. Speed this up just a little bit. Still wish there was a little bit more tighter control, because fast forward is too slow sometimes, and fast forward is too fast. The whole system's weird. So I need 8 more DNA now. 2 more DNA. Authorities find apes infected. Need some DNA to make our first thing. It should cost only 2. Yep. That'll start giving us some DNA. Intelligent apes form a colony. symptom already thing? It costs 4 to devolve that symptom though. So I'm not gonna bother with that. Try and get more DNA. Let's see. Start a second colony. Start another colony. I think the next colony costs 4. 7 plus 6. We'll do one more and then we're done. That's enough colonies for me. I want to increase our DNA and then spend another 11 DNA to increase our DNA. When playing the simian flu, the colonies can be a great source of DNA. Headache symptom mutated. I think transmissions are where we should focus now. Try and spread this around. This could still be a very isolated plague as it stands. This would cost 21, but I think I want to spend 16 and 17 here. Finally a new country. Infected. Two more DNA. Now we're starting to see it. Now we're starting to see it spread. I think I'll spend 20 DNA to just increase the spread a little bit more by air and sea. Also increase... I probably should always take this option because it allows for... what is it? That's not the one. I was thinking of a different one. Never mind. I probably should have the one that allows for non-human infection of countries, because in case countries shut down. No. Going too fast. I missed a couple there, I think. Let's see, continue our snow cones spreading in humans. Sometimes I pick some really dumb names. In fact, almost always. That's the point. I was tempted to say snow cones caused your nipples to freeze. But have a pointy head is just as silly. In this Ice Age scenario, apes blamed for snow cones. How many countries are not infected? A few islands over here in the Caribbean. But I'm not hugely worried about it. Caribbean is our probably worst concern at the moment. Lab in France is trying to find the cure. Where is that lab? I don't see it. There's the Caribbean being infected. Attack that lab. Ooh, drug resistance. You know, using drug resistance might have been helpful at some point. Cures at 2%. Global action against the apes agreed. Genetic hardening. Let's see. Let's get more apes infected. I have a very low rate of infected apes right now. I need the human to... 2 more DNA for human to ape bridge. So that we can start infecting other joint pain mutated. The number of intelligent apes is very low. We've lost a lot of infectivity going on with the humans too. Only Morocco is left. Are more people dying than new infections? Just try to get these out. Up there. Coughing symptom mutated, that'll probably help. The number of infected in Canada is still pretty low. Do we have any cold? No, we don't have any cold resistance. Let's put that out there. That might help. 16% to the cure. There was a lab there, but it just left as I was trying to blow it up. Can't hit this lab, there's not enough people there. Hit that one. Keep those transmissions coming. 43 DNA for a second cold. Might have been the smart idea to do that, but with that last jump, we've got all the world's apes now infected. So that's pretty good. Now we kind of need to just increase the lethality in humans. All these symptoms are mutating. We haven't even looked at symptoms in a while. Let's make it a little bit harder to cure. Symptoms are all mutating by themselves. 24%. Discovery channel combo. Drones target apes in Russia. Well, then we'll just move on to China. Coma symptom mutated. Now, I do not believe that the circle the drone is flying around has anything to do with where the location of the number of apes that are being shot by the drones or anything like that. I think that's all pretty much just for show. The exact location of these colonies and the drones. So in a big country like Russia, it may very much look like the drones are over here and the colonies over here, but I imagine it's still going to count that as being attacked. The number of infected, they're researching for the cure. But slowly increasing the number in Canada. Let's go ahead and give it a second coldness. I think it's still having trouble adjusting to the cold in this Ice Age scenario. I'm definitely feeling it. I'm definitely feeling some of these countries are just having trouble. Still a lot of people not infected. More than I would like at this point. All the countries are infected. And people are dying, which is good. The cure is 56% complete. That is not good. The shuffle would cost 56 DNA. Let's see. A little bit of bird and insect, maybe. Get some DNA, move these guys. Red ape, redemption combo. Move these guys from Sweden to Finland or Norway? I guess it's Norway. Apologies to Norway for not identifying your country. There's one thing about this game, it is at least ever so slightly increased my knowledge of world geography. I don't know if I ever even took a world geography class. Well, I probably did, but I did that. More than likely didn't take it seriously. Let's take that lab out, that lab out. Any more labs that we can take out? Not that I see. Potential active. It's more than a year to the cure. I think we've got this in the bag. Let's see. Continue our transmissions of everything. There's still some country that's not completely infected. There's 21 million healthy people somewhere. And there was a nuclear explosion in Italy. Let's see. Little drugs, little fomites, little blood too. Apes cause terror in China. That is, I guess, one thing. I'm glad I don't live in an area where there are apes or bears or any large animals that live near me. They can certainly be a hassle. Can't go to Sweden. Can't go to Russia. Can't go anywhere. Not letting me move anywhere. Looks like we're about to kill everybody. We can't get that last 10% infected. I forgot about that. Percent healthy. There's just a built-in immunity in this scenario. There are no healthy people left in the world, really? I didn't know we could do that. Well, that certainly brings about an interesting question. What happens if I do this, and then do something like this, and then, let's see, something more along the lines of this. Can I kill all the humans? And leave the apes? Blind genius combo. Looks like all the humans are gonna die. I didn't think we could do this. There's 5% of the population still infected, but 0% cured. this a loose scenario that we're about to run into? That is the question. We're gonna play it. We're gonna see what happens. There's less than 45 million people left. They're close to extinction. Interesting. Maybe the scenario here has changed it so that I can actually kill all the humans in this scenario. Snow cones creates Planet of the Apes. Human civilization has been shattered and intelligent apes have become the dominant species. So for that there's 600,000 intelligent apes, but nearly double the number of infected humans, 1,200,000. But still, I guess the apes are stronger and smarter now. And at the last score, we killed, it was close to an equal number. So that was 925 days, complex gene. The cure got up to 39% at the end for the simian flu. That got us 27,274 points. A far cry from the millions and millions we got when we were cheating. But, and it only got us one biohazard. So maybe it took too long. Maybe the biohazards are a time thing. So, on fast forward, I wanted to get to the very end so we could get those final numbers. It was kind of slow spreading it without cheating, without using the cheats. It certainly is back to playing the game normally and taking the time to spread it. I could feel definitely some difficulty getting like Canada infected, but then I had no difficulty really getting Greenland infected. So I don't know what that says. And we started in Russia, and Russia didn't have any trouble. There's 7 unintelligent monkeys left at this point. Let's see. Only 7 unintelligent. Is that some kind of story thing? There has to always be 7 unintelligent monkeys. So the number of dead at 925 days. The numbers are different here by far. It stops the game saying that the number of healthy humans is a ridiculously high number, and it just isn't. It's saying that 5 billion are healthy and no are infected at this point, and that's just not true. That's numbers messed up. Anyways, this game is early access. It still has some bugs in it, but we did that scenario Ice Age, but it doesn't feel like we unlocked a new thing. No, we didn't. We didn't unlock a new genetic modification. So that's a little weird. I guess that makes sense. So we can continue doing the rest of these scenarios on any plague type we choose. Whatever will be easiest is going to be my default as we do these last half of the scenarios, I'll say. But for next time and for the future, next time we'll play as the Necrovirus, since we played as the Simian Flu this time. Next time we're going to play as the Necrovirus, then we're going to do a scenario, then we'll play as the Simian Flu, then we're going to do a scenario, then we're going to come back to Necrovirus. We're focusing in on these last 2 plagues that have modifications that are still locked. We want to get those done. And once we have all those modifications unlocked, that's when we're going to try, I guess, do one last run on every single plague type on Mega Brutal and see if we can get it done. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Another scenario done. A little different, not majorly different. Didn't change any of the transmissions or the symptoms or the abilities, and that's really where I wish more of these scenarios would do. Just changing the background mechanics that were never really explained anyways doesn't really motivate me that much to play it more than once. I'll try it out. At least it's something slightly different, but I'd much rather have new abilities or something like that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me further through fan funding, click on my name, Rydo. That'll take you to my main YouTube page. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Any amount you donate will be greatly appreciated. If you want to follow me on Google Plus or Twitter, or friend me on Steam or Battle.net, all that information is down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.